Hello, everyone, and welcome to the special hangout this week at the Pillai Center. Dr. Pillai is traveling remotely right now and is accessible through phone, so we do have him with us. Thank you so much, Dr. Pillai, for joining us wherever it is you're traveling right now, and we really look forward to you telling us more about this new program, Timeline Jumping.
First of all, welcome to everyone. I am in India, in a small retreat in Kumbakonam, the city of temples. And so you have blessings from this city where, according to the mythical history, that the civilization once started in one of the epochs or yugas. And I like this place of all the places because of its spiritual energy. Well, I'm very excited that finally I came up with a program that can change the timeline of people. Timeline simply means destiny. Everyone is born with a destiny. Destiny means destination. You know, you just are born and then you just grow up. You meet somebody and with whom you get married, or you know, or be a partner, and then you get a job, and then you retire, and then you pass away. This is what is called the timeline. Now the question is, can you change the timeline? Which means, can you change your job, which is a timeline, which is your destiny? Can you change your relationship? Can you change your health? All these things are possible. Not down the road, but right away, right at this moment. And that is my message for this course. And then I just started offering the course only a month ago, or a month and a half ago, of the Light Body Enhancement program. But during the time, it occurred to me that I should not confine it to this program to the Light Body Enhancement program, because it's a very expensive program and not many people can afford it. So I suggested to people, the staff, that we want to make this available to the general audience who can't get into the Light Body program. So that's how we started. And I got excited, and then I got fully satisfied that I could reach out to most of the people that who could afford, who would get this program for an affordable price, you know. And the most important, more exciting thing is when I asked about the pricing and the price, and then I slashed it further down. I remember when I was in San Diego, I don't remember that, but now I think Bhairava will talk about that. And that makes me even more happier that many people could join this program. The content of the program is very expensive. Even within the first segment of the program, that you will be given right away. And these are tools. They are not theories. These are really tools to understand what is your destiny. And if I can really change my destiny, everybody can, as I said, change the destiny, not later on, but right now. When anything happens, and it has to happen right now. So that is very, very valuable information that everybody needs to know. Not only know, but also trust and experience. Trust is very important. You have to trust it, because it is literally the case. It is literally the case. Then why is it that we are not able to change our jobs? Why is it that we are not able to change our finances? Why is it that we are not able to change our relationship? Why is it that we are not able to change our health instantaneously? It is because we have been used to a very bad consensus model, the consensus paradigm, which is everybody believes in a model. Well, it's not going to happen right away. You know, there is always a time frame that is required. Even if a child is born, it has to go, and then that involves time. Uh, so it's not going to happen right away. It will happen right away. You think so? And first you have to think about it. Second, you have to bring the trust to it that it can happen now. It's all dependent on how much passion you have, how much concentration you have, how much of lethargy that you are able to overcome. It's all a matter of two things: overcoming lethargy and a focused attention. And if you will see a miracle. Miracle is not something happening, from the heavens and coming down to you. Miracle is happening within your own consciousness, within your own reach. How through putting an end to the lethargy, putting an end to the negativity, putting an end to the consensus reality. You don't want to follow the consensus reality. If you read the history of people who have really become successful, none of them followed the regular model. Only people who are mediocre, people who are ordinary, and they follow the common steps. So here, we want every one of you to become extraordinary, to have that ability. Because it's not a matter of mind, it's not a matter of having a PhD or a MD or an engineering degree or a computer science degree. There is nothing to do with it. You will have all that but still may be successful financially and otherwise. But what is needed is to understand that you don't require anything except one thing, and that is the passion. The passion to what? To change your timeline. To change your timeline, you must have 100% passion towards it. I don't want to tolerate this situation anymore. I just want to get out of that. And then I'm going to become more and more conscious. This is another very important thing. What you do is the life becomes like a happening that starts in the morning, and then you just go through the routine work till you go to sleep. The same job, the same kind of problems, or a little bit different problems maybe. But then there is no outrageous life. And why is it that? Because you are committed only to the old paradigm. You are not committed to a new paradigm. You are not committed to a new timeline. How can I do that? That's where I come from. To ask this question, how can I start a new timeline? And where is the new timeline? And what is the new timeline? The new timeline can be anything. It can be a new job. It can be a new business opportunity. It can be a renewed health. Or it can be just losing weight. It can be like finding a brand new relationship, or finding a way out to end this relationship and start another relationship. It can be anything. And where are they? They are all there. Where? Within your own brain. Within your own brain. You have to think about that. That is very important. And how all this has been structured is very simple. At given time, there are so many timelines, so many opportunities floating right there in the mental sky, but we are not tuning into any of them. They are unavailable to us because we are not tuning into them. What we are tuning into them is the one timeline that we know. That is our job, or whatever we are doing. We are not getting into an adventure. We are not even trying to focus attention to step out of the box and see out there all these timelines lined up. So the mind is incapable of doing it because it has been socialized, conditioned by our civilization and our educational system and our psychological system. So we have to get beyond that. How do we do that? So I have techniques that I have given to you that instantaneously will take you the awareness from the mind consciousness to the soul consciousness. I repeat that. I have 1 minute technique, less than 1 minute technique that I teach in the program. That you will do several times a day, because so that people don't complain that I don't have time to do that. Okay. This is only half a minute. You take out and then teach a special technique that will instantaneously take you out of your mind, out of your timeline, so that you can get into your soul consciousness. From where you can see other timelines lining up, and then you will be able to plug into them. All this happens not through the mind, but through the non-mind, which is the soul. So that technique is very critical, and then we have, the program has guidelines of how to go about doing it. Now, then, watching every hour. So there are 24 hours and you sleep 8 hours or 10 hours, the rest of the time you see no time. What we don't realize is that every hour brings with it an energy. It could be a superb energy, full of enthusiasm, optimism, and prospects. It could be a mediocre one. And it could be even one which could be negative. So we pass through this 1 hour cycle and every hour. And why we are not perceiving them? Because we have not looked at them. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make people aware of the energy of this 1 hour slot. And so if it is Sunday today, you wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock, if the sun rises at 6, then for a 1 hour period, from 6 to 7, you have the energy of the sun. Generally, sun is highest intelligence, energy, enthusiasm. And you want to use that energy. And you will miss the energy. Then you miss the energy only by not looking at it. That's the bottom line. So unless you become conscious of what energy is this, then you will lose it. So it is important that you have to look at each hour. And there is an app that is available from Asteroid. So, the program it will tell you how to go and get the app. So the app, wherever you are in whatever place you have, will tell you you are now running this Saturn hour. Then you will have to be very careful not to sign any contracts or go to an interview So generally speaking, time is bad. But for some people it may be good. I'm generalizing. So you have to watch every hour. Why do you have to watch every hour? The moment you begin to watch time, then your timeline will change. Watching time will change your timeline, meaning your destiny. Just observe that. You will see how it changes. The way I operate in this world is I teach these things to people, but most of the people, do not watch their hours. Then whenever I talk, happen to bump into them or they bump into me and ask me, "Did you watch the camera?" There's a 1 hour slot. They said, "No, I forgot." And this is how you lose a great opportunity to change your destiny. Because time lost is opportunity lost. So it is very important. It is a very simple thing. It's a very, very simple thing. Already we have an app, and it reminds you whenever your aura, which is the hourly energy, changes. Then you have an opportunity to use that energy. By just looking at the change of energy, hourly energy patterns will put you in a different timeline. So that's the second technique. There are so many techniques that I teach. All of them are very simple. It doesn't involve a lot of reading and discussion, nothing. It's all technique practices that you do. Okay? And then we have an archetype. We have an archetype, which means a god who is in control of time. Like in the Greek tradition, there is the god called Kronos. Kronos is the god of time. So we have in the Indian tradition a god for time, and he's called Bhairava. So you need this help. The archetypes or energies both in and out of your system. They are both within the psychophysical system of the body mind as well as in the environment. This is a very important concept. So how do you energize or activate these archetypes? Just through the mantra. The mantra is given for this archetype called Bhairava, and he comes alive. And what is that mantra going to do? The mantra will activate him so that you don't lose track of your time. If you don't lose your track of your time, as I've taken everything, taking care of your time, then you are now already on the way to discover different timelines. So that is another thing that I have introduced. Then there are other mantras that I have given that, to appreciate the now, so that we can understand the now part of it and then go into the space from where we can look at different dimensions. So I'm very excited, very, very excited, because I want to prove to the world that it is possible for anyone and everyone to change the time. But then nobody is going to do it for you. That's the only drawback. If somebody else can do it for you, and that's fine. But this is something that you have to do. So it is not hard. I'm not asking people to go. I used to meditate for half an hour, or meditate for 1 hour, or 20 minutes. No. Everything is a minute and then becoming aware using the sounds. So that's simple like that. So I'm very excited about it, and I welcome you because I'm very committed to you. Because I just don't want people to think that destiny is something that you cannot change. It will remain unchanged if you remain negative. If you're completely negative to what I have been talking to and then said, I don't believe on all this, I've done everything, nothing happened in my life. And this attitude is not going to help at all, because it will depress you in the first place. So you should always be energetic and active and blissful. And with this attitude, change his attitude. Okay. And then do these techniques. If you do these techniques the way I have described them in the program, I promise you, I guarantee you, your life will change. Your destiny will change. So that is the program that I have put together, and I'm very happy about it. Very, very excited about it. And I have known in the past several people have changed their timelines. Even my own personal drivers in India, or like third grade, fourth grade dropouts, and I told them, guys, it's not needed for you to. It's not needed for you to go to school and get skills. You're smart enough. Why don't you go and start a business? And I blessed them. And then both these guys became entrepreneurs, And there are people with PhDs and engineers. They have never got anywhere because they were so caught up in their own world and never want to get out of the box. So there is no need for any special skills. And then if they are needed, they will come on their own. All that you need to do on your own, and right now, is to develop a passion and a commitment. And once you do this, I promise you, once again I promise you, I guarantee you, if you do the program diligently, I think the program is about 2 months, you will be able to change your timeline, your destiny. And that's all I wanted to say. And I invite you to come and take advantage of this and change your life, change your destiny. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Pillai. Thank you all for joining. So he basically went through most of the components of the program, and I'll just give you some more details of the logistics of how everything works. What we did was we took the content from the course and broke it up over 8 weeks. So you get 8 weeks of teacher calls and being able to drill into the foundational teachings that Dr. Pillai has given. So why is that so great? It's intense material. It seems very simple, but yet getting used to it can take some time. So we've been able to spread it out so that we help you make patterns, create habits, so that this program really will work for you. We don't want anyone to be left behind. So Dr. Pillai actually set a guarantee. We do have a 14-day money-back guarantee that if you're not satisfied or not pleased with the program, that you'll get your refund, no questions asked. So what else is great about the program? So he mentioned the meditation techniques. There's a 1-minute meditation technique that you can do throughout the day. There's a 20-minute meditation technique you can do when you have that extra time. That includes meditations to enliven the brain that he mentioned, and also feeders. He talks about, he didn't mention it in this call, but in the program he talks Hi everyone. Looks like I got dropped from the Hangout. Sorry about that. So it looks like my internet is not great. So I'll wrap up. Please email us if you have any questions about the program, office@pillaicenter.com. If you register by, I think it's tonight at midnight, you'll get a 1 month of remedies as a bonus. So that's really great. And those remedies, fire rituals and karma removal remedies, help you really progress faster. So if you know you want to join, I would go ahead and do it as soon as possible so that you get that bonus. And then the program starts with its first call on the 26th. Like, so I got dropped from the Hangout. Sorry about that. So it looks like my internet is. Whoops. Okay. And what we'll do then is, sorry about the technology issues. So by tomorrow, you'll have the bonus for the rituals, and as long as you register by the 26th morning or 25th evening, really, you have access to the first live teaching call, and then they'll follow for 7 more weeks. And I'll just wrap that up. Before we get disconnected again, please contact us if you have any questions. I did want to let you know that someone who's been taking this course for the last month, or actually just 2 weeks, it was an earlier course, same content, and she said she made a goal, and she envisioned that goal happening in 1 year. And with 1 week of the techniques, she called me Friday night and said, I manifested what I was going to manifest in 1 year, in 1 week. And that's how powerful the techniques are. So when you really apply them, they work. Dr. Pillai mentioned the Hora app. So it's called Hora Watch, and it's by Astrobed. If you cannot join this program, you do not have the money to join this program, download that application, and then you will be able to have access to the changing of the planets through the days, and like he said, acknowledging the planet of the hour. Start there. That's going to be your first technique, and that's free to everyone. So download that app. Program it so that you get an auto response every hour when the Hora changes, and then acknowledge the energy of that planet. So you have to look that up. In the program, we have it all laid out for you. We have cheat sheets, we have workbooks, and we have all the ways that make it really simple. But if you cannot afford to join the program, that's one technique that you can start with right now. Thanks again for joining. Sorry for the technology issues. We're so happy that Dr. Pillai could join us today, and we'll hope to see you in the program. Namaste.